Yo, what is up, boys? It's your boy Gunhogs here. Welcome back to another card reveal for the Cursed Sun expansion. Welcome fucking back. Yesterday's video, demonetized. Yesterday's video did pretty damn good. Thank you guys very much for all the views yesterday. It's your boy Gunhogs, and today we're gonna be talking about Skellige. Yesterday's Scoia'Tael cards were absolutely sick, but today we got pirates. Hey, we all know I love pirates. I've been playing pirates. I got pro rank pirate with pirates many times, and today it looks like they're gonna be, giving me the good shit. So let's get into the first card, Seagull. 1/4 Beast Pirate Curse. Somehow the Seagull is a pirate. Hey, whatever. Deploy, damage 3 units by 1, then spawn a seagull in your graveyard for each target that is damaged. Whenever an enemy unit is destroyed, summon self from your graveyard to your range row and then doomed. So this is a pretty damn good card. So already it's a 4/4, and then you spawn a seagull in your graveyard for each unit that's damaged, and then when you destroy, hey, you get another seagull. Overall, that's pretty damn good, and it has the pirate tag. And when you damage 3 units, you're getting 3 armor on top of your, if you're using Onslaught leader ability. So the value of this card is insane, I would say. Some would say it's pretty insane. It's pretty good. I would be definitely running this card. I know that the 4 provision slots for Skellige can be kind of rough sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what I want to run. So this is a nice little, on top of the cherry that is me playing pirate decks. Just make sure not to play this next to crack, or you'll be playing a seagull for 2 points. But overall, it looks pretty good. Already starting off strong. I don't know why he's cursed. I don't know why the seagull's cursed, but I guess that's the theme of this expansion. Everything's cursed. It's the cursed Black Sun. It makes sense. Oh, it's all making sense now. All right, going on to card number 2. Oh, overall, this card looks pretty good. Even for just its base power, 4/4, summons a bunch of dudes. It's really good. This card has, what's the upside? Let's see. That's 4/4. Then you spawns up to 3 dudes, so it could be a 7/4. You can get more value throughout the rounds, round 2, round 3, and that's just with one of these dudes. You can play another seagull. Overall, pretty good start. Then we got a 4/5 deranged Corsair. I know yesterday I say chameleon. I said chameleon. I thought that was the correct way. It's chameleon, I realized after watching my video back and cringing at myself, but what I do is I do this in one take. So if I fuck it up, hey, demonetized again by saying F word. Deranged Corsair. Anyways, we got a human pirate curse. All these cards are pirate, so already I'm, happy. Get more pirate support. I was, expecting discard, but instead we got pirates, which I'm perfectly fine with. I love pirates, and I always can never get enough. So we got deploy infuse. If you guys remember infuse from yesterday, where it's in a status, you give a status to a unit. And then the only way to get rid of that status is, I'm guessing, through lock, maybe purify. Don't really know about that just yet. But anyways, infuse an enemy unit with Death Wish, spawn Cataclysm on this row for 2 turns. Then spawn a Cataclysm on that row for 1 turn. By the way, Cataclysm is a part of Ragnarug, which is at the start of the owner's turn, split 3 damage randomly between units in this row. So with this card, you're playing it for 4/5, but then already it's a quick math is 7/5, and then you add another Death Wish to the unit, which could proc again, which could be even more. It's really good value for this card. And once again, with pirates playing Onslaught, you damage a unit, you're getting armor for that. So he's a pirate as well, so you will already have some armor on him, which won't matter. And it might seem a bit slow because he is, at the end of the day, just a 4/5. But I think with the value of Cataclysm against, if this was against someone that's playing a swarm deck, like Arachnus Swarm, you'd get absolutely fucked because all your drones would be dead. So in certain matchups, this card will be really good. Like against swarm decks, this card will be very good. Against a deck that doesn't plays more tall than wide, won't be as good. But overall, it's still a very strong card. It plays for more than its provisions, which is always a good sign. I mean, I don't think any card they will ever print again plays for less than their provisions, because that wouldn't make any sense. But this card definitely has a lot of upsides and not many downsides. I guess the downside would be if your opponent doesn't play any cards and they're playing unitless, well, then at that point you should be playing pirates, because pirates sucks against no unit decks anyways. Pretty good. Then we move on to the epic, which is very good. Bjorn Storm Urson. 5 health for 8. 2 armor already on it. Veteran, so which means if you play Bran, he'll be a 6 for 8 on turn 1, 7 for 8 turn 2, it's 8 for 8 turn 3, which obviously would play Bran in a veterans deck, obviously. And the new keyword clash with an enemy unit. So clash is basically clash. One sec. Is I had this keyword around here somewhere. Basically, it's like how you play Croc. Yeah, we're getting there. We're almost there. All right, there we go. We found it, boys. Saved. All right, units simultaneously damage each other by their powers. So, for example, it's kind of like, I guess, I'm trying to think if they ever had this word ability before. Not really. I guess duels would be the closest. Duel back in, I guess, but not even that. Like this is like, so let's say you play an 8 for 8, right? 2 armor. You clash with an enemy unit. That's also 8. You both deal 8 damage to each other. He'll live because he has the armor, but he will die. So it's like that, which will also, I think, proc Bran, because he gets value every time you overkill a unit. So this is a really good card, you know, synergizing with Bran on that front, synergizing with Bran on the veteran front, and already a pretty damn good card for removal, just in general. Has the order and bloodthirst of 2, discard a card, and then move self back to your hand. So this is, you know, so you can play him multiple times, clashing with multiple units, which will boost his health back up to what he is normally. So if he's 1 point on the board, you can press the order, he comes back to your hand back to full health, and then you can play him again and repeat. Which at some points can be really good, because there is games where you have, let's say, you are in round 3, you draw a Mokvarg, like the discard version. And you have no way of discarding this card. Now with this guy, you have an out for the discard. Now it's going to be questionable if you can even run the discard package in Pirates with some of these more high provision cards, which we're about to get on in a second. But this card overall is really good. And if you want to just discard a 4 provision card that you don't really want, because sometimes you just have these shittier 4 provision cards you don't want in round 3, this card can fix your hand a little bit. And which will also help you draw maybe something a little bit better, get rid of something bad. But you have to make sure to have Bloodthirst too, which is very easy, especially with the new Seagull card, with just your leader ability, even with Deranged Corsair. It shouldn't be impossible to have Bloodthirst too. That's a very easy requirement. And overall, this card looks really good. It's another really nice control card. Once again, if you're playing against no unit, this really sucks. But against majority of decks, I think this card will be very, very good. Speaking of which, let's get on to the, it looks like we're going to be getting a scenario for each faction. And we're going to be getting the Endless Voyage for Skellige, 14 provision. That's why I'm saying that maybe discard won't be in the Pirates deck, because I've played a lot of Pirates. I've played Pirates for probably about 6 months straight. So I know everything when it comes to provision costs, and this is very expensive. Like, you want cards like Fukusha, you want Croc, you want Brand, you want all the veteran cards, you want all the good value pirate cards. You want the good value boat cards as well. And 14 provisions is, you might consider getting rid of just the discard package in general. Maybe you get rid of Fukusha, but I don't know. Fukusha can replay multiple Crocs and stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see how you can build a deck around this card. But I mean, this card is obviously going into a pirate deck. But let's talk about it, shall we? Progress whenever you play a pirate, obviously. Prologue, spawn Bjorn's Drakkar on this row, which the Drakkar is this. It's a 5 provision. I mean, not 5 provision. It's 5 points. Doomed machine ship cursed token. Order, damage an enemy unit by 1 and infuse it with whenever this unit takes damage from other abilities, damage self by the same amount. So if you damage it by, like, let's say they have a really tall unit and you hit it once, it'll do 2 damage. I'm guessing that's what it means, right? So if you do 5 damage to it, it now does an additional 5 damage. So I'm guessing that's what it means. If I'm reading this right. So this is going to be good for like tall units, or if you really want to, let's say your opponent plays a 7-point unit, you damage it by 1 here, then you use your leader ability to do 3 damage, but then does an additional 3 damage, so it does 7 damage. You just kill an engine straight up. Very good. Has charges as well. We'll get into that in a second. So whenever your opponent plays a unit, infuse it with Death Wish, spawn a Cataclysm for 1 turn on this row. So that's once again the 3 random damage pings, which is pretty damn good. This will also help with your Bjorn, of course. This will also help with your Seagull if you still have them in round 3 or whatever round you play this in. So yeah, I mean, doing random 3 damage here and there and just completely controlling your opponent's board, it's going to be easier than ever. I remember there's times where I'm playing pirates and my opponent can literally not play a single card ever. And this is just going to make it so they literally never can play a card in all 3 rounds at this point. So that is really strong. And not only that, we get Chapter 2, Purify and Heal your Bjorn's Drakkar. So now it's no longer doomed, which means you could replay it, I suppose. And it'll heal itself, so if it's already damaged for whatever reason. Increase its base power by 5, which is now it's a 10. And give it 1 charge. So this card, weirdly enough, it doesn't show its provision cost here. So it's hard to say, but if this is 0, then with Fukusha, this could be insane. Like you play this round 1. Or round 2, and then Fukusha round 3 or something, you know, with using Fukusha on top of this, doing double damage with rain. You know, there's a lot of situations this card could be incredible. And then it gives it another charge, so you can do it to 2 units instead of just 1. If you don't control a Bjorn's Drakkar, spawn it on this row instead. Okay, so that's also part of Chapter 2, I'm guessing. Yep, so if you don't control 1, you still get 1 back, but it's only going to be a 5 doomed unit, as opposed to being 10 and having 2 charges. So, overall, these cards are really exciting. I'm excited to see, like, I love playing pirates, I always have, and seeing these new cards is very exciting. I'm like giddy, I'm like a, you know, kid at Christmas. It feels like CDPR personally was like, hey, Gunhogs, we got something good for you, bud. You're eating good tonight. I mean, I can see all these cards being played in a Pirates deck. Like, usually you have new cards, and you're like, I don't know, maybe not. But all these seem very strong on their own. And I'm excited to just throw them all in a Pirate deck, throw Bran, throw Croc, throw all the good provision cards in there. But, you know, 14 provisions is... the thing about Pirates is their provisions are pretty limited, especially now there are 8 provisions here. So I don't know if you're going to be able to play discard package anymore, which discard definitely helps because it could help you find, you know, key pirate cards that you're missing. But I guess we'll see. I will definitely be playing this deck on Tuesday next week. If you follow me on Twitch TV/Gunhogs, you would know that. I know I haven't streamed. Don't look at that. Streaming next week, guys. Don't worry. It's coming. But overall, I'm glad. What are we getting tomorrow? Let us see. What do we? I think we're getting Nilfgaard tomorrow, something like that. I was excited for Skellige, but now I'm even more excited. I'm excited to see what other factions you're gonna get. We're gonna see more. I don't know. We're gonna see Reveal come back in some way for Nilfgaard. We're gonna see Spying. I'm trying to think of old archetypes. Monsters, I have no idea what could it be. It could be Consume, maybe. Maybe Consume's going to come back a bit more, or I don't know. But overall, it's looking good. I will be doing these videos each and every day, usually a couple hours after they reveal the cards. The videos will go up usually around 4 p.m. AST. That's when I aim for my videos to be released. But, so yeah, what we're doing tomorrow, every day up until the new expansion release, and then we're going to be streaming it all week. But yeah, thank you guys very much for the incredible views on my last video. I hope that you guys are enjoying, and please let me know what you guys think. And, yeah, my fiance wants to say that we like and smash the subscribe button, or like, whatever one. I don't know. Just enjoy your day, guys. Let me know what you think about the new cards. And have yourselves a good one. Peace out, guys.